guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Hateful Scarecrows with us, and they can say their names and what they do in the band. I guess we can start. You have the mic.
I'm Joe. I'm the lead guitarist.
I'm Matt. I'm the rhythm guitarist.
I'm Nick. I'm the drummer.
Hey, I'm Jacob. I'm bass and vocals.
Awesome, guys. So the first question, since I have no prior knowledge about your band, no offense, Bobby, but sometimes you don't know stuff. But I guess how did you? It's okay, Matt. The first thing is I guess how did you guys start out the band, and how did you guys all come together? Who wants to take the lead?
So
the reins.
Me and Jacob, back was it 2014?
You can take the mic if you want.
2015.
2015, yeah. We decided because you were in Red Stack Nation, you made that band.
It was in my old band, and it kind of stopped. And I was like, Joe, you want to do some stuff?
I was like, yeah, sure.
We had some really bad jam sessions, and we made like an industrial noise album. And we're like, bro, let's make a goth band.
Let's go. We gotta start playing shows, dude.
Yeah, and just like immediately we were like, let's just make a band to play shows. And ironically enough, all of our early shows were atrocious. So anyway,
awesome, but atrocious.
Yeah. So Joe and I just kind of like slapped together a two-piece band and just wung it, and it's kind of evolved from there. And now we're a four-piece, and we sound okay now, okay-ish.
And then I guess how did Matt and how did you guys come together? How did you get in contact with these guys? Nick.
Oh, this is cool.
Nick, how did you do it? You get the mic.
Basically, they used a drum machine, and it was like, hey,
we need a real drummer.
add jazz and don't want to have a drum machine. First, it was like, oh, jazz? What? So basically, I was only going to do a couple songs. It was like, what, 2 songs or something on that new album. That was like, oh, you want to play this show with us? Yeah, sure, why not? And then the show turned into, oh, you want to do all this? Yeah. And then all of a sudden I have a bullet belt and I'm in the band. It just kind of happened. I give that to you.
I ended up joining the band because I met this gentleman right here at a show at Asbury Park Brewery.
Nice.
We were bands School Drugs and Sunny Gang were playing. And he'd seen me at a couple of shows and was like, yo, I see like all like your goth and death rock patches and shit. Check out my band. And at the time, they were talking about working on a new album, and I was in the middle of doing recording for my friend's band, The Looms, who are a folk punk band. I was doing recording for their album. So he mentioned wanting to do live drums and everything and asked, do you have any experience doing live drums? And I did the best thing ever. I lied and said yes. Because I'd never actually recorded a drum kit before, but I said yes anyway.
There you
So
go.
remember,
Smart
always lie.
Even if you said no, you still would have done it.
Yeah, I still would have done it. I still would have done it either way, but I lied. But I lied to look better. So originally I was brought on to just do recording, and then eventually I think we went to a show together. It was that horror punk show up in fucking North Jersey, right?
Yeah, we saw the Blitz Kid reunion.
Yeah, we saw the Blitz Kid reunion, and it was there. He was like, all right, I talked over the rest of the band. Do you want to join the band? I was like, sure.
It was like he was coming to all of our shows anyway, and we were making him carry like he was coming to shows, but he wasn't carrying that much gear. So I was like, if he's in the band and he's coming to the shows already, like then he can help move gear, and then like we won't have to pay him to record us because he'll be in the band.
Exactly.
So,
They made me
Wow.
a member. Yeah, they made me a member of the band just because of the fact that they didn't have to pay for
It was
recording.
necessity.
Yeah.
Plus Joe can barely play his guitar, so we're like, if we have a second one, maybe it'll mask like Joe can't play. So
Wow, that's messed up.
yeah, and I can't play either. So it's like if we have one good guitarist and a drummer now, then like it'll mask like the musical incompetence between the other 2 members.
That hurts. I'm really hurting right now. I've never felt. I'm not even. Oh no.
Oh, you knocked the pedal in the bag.
Don't worry about
I've
it.
never-
I don't use it anymore
I
anyway.
feel like I've never felt more demoralized, but I'm not in the band. That was
Trust me. How do you think the rest of us felt?
True.
No one is here because they're a winner except Nick. It's like
He's the only talented member of the band.
So anyway, getting aside from that, I guess the next question, guys. Obviously, we're in person. So, what are some favorite venues you guys like to go hang out at or go catch a show at?
I'd say some of our favorites that we've been to, Mill Hill Basement in Trenton,
Yep.
New Jersey, is a big.
they
is a big
treated
favorite.
us really
They
well.
treat us very well.
Century and Phillies.
Century.
Is amazing.
Yeah.
We absolutely
Basically
love
Philly.
Century.
Philly treats
Yeah.
us well. We play in Jersey, and it's like if we play anywhere that's not Mill Hill, it's like okay, cool. 2 people came out, and that, oh wait, Oh yeah.
Harper's and Clementon. Oh, why do I got this?
You got it now.
Kung Fu Necktie was cool.
Yeah.
too. That was that's only one we did once, but it was like it was. So
It was
cool.
great.
They were
Philly,
nice
I
there,
love
yeah.
seeing shows there in
Yeah,
Philly.
Kung Fu Necktie was one of our favorite places to play. It was just the sound was great. All the people there who worked there are amazing. We'd love to go back.
Well, go Kung Fu Necktie. You should have them on again. But the next question, guys, kind of the follow up the venues. What was the last show you attended that you didn't play?
Oh, we just went.
Take mine. It's
Oh.
whatever.
So Matt and I, we went and saw. We went to Connie's Rick Rack like a week and a half ago or something. Actually, it was like a week.
Yes,
ago today.
actually,
Yeah.
it was. It was last Saturday, right?
Not last Friday. Last Saturday.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, because it was. It was at some point last week. Matt and I went to Connie's Rick Rack.
It was Friday. It was Friday.
In
I remember.
Philadelphia. Spent 40 minutes looking for parking.
Yeah, it was
Still
terrible.
showed up before the show started, and we caught a Gel, and I don't remember the other.
We saw Gel, a band that I'm friends with, amazing band. And we also went mostly because I wanted to see a new band in
Stud
Philadelphia,
Count, right?
Stud Count.
Yeah.
If anyone's into like really cool, like sort of melodic hardcore, post-punky type of shit, look up Stud Count. They are amazing. Also look up Gel because they're also amazing.
Did you guys see anything?
Yeah, what about you guys?
The last show I went to was Mr. Bungle in New York.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
Is that the one where the guy threw his friend's ashes on stage?
What?
It was. Yeah.
You,
So
okay,
ba-
you have to
bas-
at least elaborate a little
All
bit
right,
on that.
So basically, I didn't see the article until like a few days later.
Okay.
Our one buddy,
Like shared it to you.
like shared it, and I saw him like I click on it. They played 2 days at Brooklyn Steel. Sure enough, it was the day I was there. So they were doing a cover of Summer Breeze.
Oh wow. Okay, that's also very
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
So my buddy Matt and I, we were like so hyped they were doing. My buddy Matt, it was one of his favorite songs. So Mike Patton starts bringing someone up to sing with them. At this point, I'm separated with my friend, so I think it's my buddy Matt. I'm staring right at Patton. I'm like, oh my god, Matt's going up. It wasn't him, but somehow I missed. There's a video online. It's during that exact point when I'm looking, right where I was looking. You just see it was a pair of boxers with their friend's ashes go flying, leaving a friggin' ash trail, and then just hit the stage. It was a kid bought tickets for the show and unexpectedly passed away.
What?
I got patted down going in there.
How
I
did
want to
they-
know
yeah,
how
did
they got
get
the ashes in there.
They must
But-
have asked,
I'm like,
which would be very
man,
strange
I'm like,
to
my
ask.
friends better do something like this with me.
Yeah,
like,
but you got it.
you know? But I want them to do it with someone I hate and just like antique them like a jackass
my
and just
God.
keep saving my ass just to. But yeah, that was my last show. What was yours?
I think the last one that I went to was the Nicky's band. I think it was the
Oh,
last
yeah.
one. Yeah.
What was it, the Brighton?
Yeah.
Brighton Bar?
Yeah, that was probably the last one. The last one that was like that wasn't somebody that I knew was I think She Passed Away in New York.
That must have been pretty cool.
It was really good. It was just really fucking hot. It was like burning up, but like the performance was great. But
Yeah.
it was really good. Just there's so many people like moving around. And stuff.
Oh, you. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
The
and then
struggle.
That's how I feel anytime I see shows at FU Church.
Oh,
And-
yeah, First Unitarian.
When I saw
Oh.
some humans there, oh my god.
What? I didn't know FU Church was Unitarian Church. Oh,
First
Bro,
Unitarian.
Church, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I haven't been there in a
Yeah,
while.
the
It's
moment
crazy.
I'm gonna come
I
back
saw-
in editing and be like, yeah. But
man.
you're gonna
I
get
can't remember who I saw
you're gonna
there.
get memed really hard. But
I
anyway.
don't care.
We're all walking memes.
I
anyway.
make memes of myself.
There you
It's-
go. Well,
You're
I
doing
have a
me
whole
too.
folder of memes that I've made of the band. So
now you're gonna have more. Anyway, next question, guys. The important one. Who you guys influenced by? Who do you draw from? And I guess we can go this direction since you have the mic first. Go. Oh wow.
Joe's
Pass
scared.
it up.
I mean, it's pretty much irrelevant because Joe and I all are just gonna name the same references anyway. Like basically we have the exact same record collections. So yeah, originally we were pulling from stuff like Christian Death, Community FK, Discharge, Amoebics, Rudimentary Peni, Part 1, just a bunch of all obscure goth and death rock bands and some crust punk and D-beat and stuff like that. And then on the original demo, there was a lot of synthesizers and stuff. We were pulling from a little bit of dark wavy sounds. Yes, we'll bring keyboards back someday. But yeah, the keyboards were coming from stuff like Cinema Strange and some like Tragic Black and things like that. So it's just more obscure dark wave bands, and that's kind of what shaped the majority of what Joe and I put in. Some horror punk and stuff like that. But as far as these two, Matt's probably got a lot of similar stuff.
Generally speaking, almost everything he named that these two share is something that I have a lot of in common with, especially Rudimentary Peanut. I feel is like one of the biggest bands that has influenced me as a musician. And we've been compared to them a couple of times, which is like the greatest compliment I've ever gotten. For me personally, I feel like a lot of my influences, especially recently, stem a lot from hardcore punk. Like I'm very much influenced a lot by like more traditional bands, obviously like Black Flag and Minor Threat. But, I mean, usually a lot of the shows I go to lately are local shows. So a lot of, like, the local New Jersey and Philly bands that have influenced me as well. Like, bands like Sick Shit, Gel, School Drugs, Bandit and Ground. Two amazing grindcore bands that we both had the pleasure of seeing. And one band that was a big influence on me in Philly was a local hardcore band called Drowse. Who unfortunately are broken up now, which I was very sad to hear. But they were a huge influence on me, and a lot of other bands, I guess, in Philly that have also sort of, I guess, like done something kind of like what we do is like where they kind of blend together like goth and like hardcore influence together. So bands like Devil Master, Blank Spell, Cape of Bats, Zorn, bands like that, like bands that sort of have that sort of darkened hardcore edge, a thing that we take.
Probably worth mentioning, on the stuff we've been writing lately. We've been listening to a lot of Devil Master and a lot of Midnight.
Yes,
a lot of that darker, like blackened sort of crossover with punk and metal and stuff like that. So hopefully you'll be hearing more of that influence because we've been jamming. It's been a really big influence. Too much.
Yeah, it's been a huge. A lot of our newer material is definitely leaning more towards that area. And what about you, Nick?
Nick, what about you, Nick?
Honestly, I don't know like any of those bands. I know the names because they said them. Musically, for me, it's like Mr. Bungle, big fan. But like stuff like Gogo Bordello, but then I love classic rock stuff like Pink Floyd and stuff like that. I like like more like the alternative noise stuff. Lightning Bolt's a huge like major. I like The Cure. That's about as goth as I get from these guys. But I like The Cure. It's like I've been listening to like a lot of 80s alternative stuff like that. I like stuff with a good dancey beat.
Gotcha.
That you can like kind of go like this too, but you can also mess someone up too. I like a little bit of everything. So
there we go.
Yeah, it's. I don't know what to say about that.
Just lately, I've been listening to a lot more like shoegaze and dream pop kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So I've been kind of adding that, incorporating into this stuff because I've had like a ton of pedals. I have a huge fucking pedal board.
I know.
But I mean, what Nick said and stuff like that, I like it too, and like obviously like what both they said and stuff, I'm really into too. But I don't know, I keep trying to listen to like newer stuff or just stuff I've never like listened to, like genres I've never even touched. But so I try to incorporate that into like eventually like into like the music if it even comes through. But
yeah, Joe and I listen to a lot of vaporwave, but
that
it's kind of hard to cross that over.
I feel like that
or
would be
a
very
vapor
different.
trap.
Yes. I'd love to do a vapor trap album, but I have no idea how to be a producer.
I feel that, but it's also cool because, like I said, I have no prior knowledge, but it was very interesting to hear like. You know how you guys go from like just like black and like metal rock, all that sort of stuff, to like dream pop and like obviously classic rock.
We're very all over the place.
It's very all over the place, but I think that always, for at least for me, when I go to check out bands, it's always really cool to hear like a bunch of different influences, and then I'm like, okay, like maybe these are bands I should go check out because there's like either such strong influences or ones that I wouldn't have necessarily been able to point out immediately, but been like, okay, I understand where that like kind of influence comes from, and it's very interesting. So I'm gonna have to, when I give your music a listen, I might have to see. But the next question, guys, keeping it more current, who have you been jamming recently? Obviously, you guys mentioned vaporwave and stuff like that, but any other sorts of bands that you guys have been listening to lately?
I was just gonna say, I was just gonna say that probably the one I've been listening to most is probably like Drab Majesty.
Okay, nice, yeah.
It's probably the number one.
For me, I've been jamming a lot of Daughters and
Ooh, nice. Daughters
I
is
just
great.
saw them in Philly like a few months
Yeah.
back with Health and Show Me the Body.
Yeah,
It was
they
just
were
like,
awesome.
That show was freaking amazing. But them, I'm trying to think. There's something else I was jamming recently on Spotify. It's
ABBA?
Yeah, ABBA,
I
okay.
was
That I would.
today. I was actually rewarded knowing that in the world I am one of the top fans of ABBA on Spotify.
Who would have known?
So, I know.
I would have never guessed that.
The best part is it's like, yeah, all right. So I got like 5 songs on my playlist that I jam about every day. But the thing is, it's not like I really dive into the other stuff. I take
just
pride in it.
Listen,
Yeah,
you,
just
do-
played them
They-
enough.
you just played them enough. That's usually.
Hey, I'm giving them streaming
yeah,
coins.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That .0008
Yeah,
cents
yep.
per stream.
You don't have to tell me. I post this shit on YouTube, so make about as much as it.
With
for
the
that.
amount of curses, I already
Yeah,
know you're
yeah. Oh,
demonetized.
Matt.
I'd say a lot of stuff I've been listening to lately. Since we've been working on I've been trying to work on a lot of new material for the album. Mostly listening to stuff that I guess influences us. There's a really great death rock band from Boston called Final Gasp that I've been listening to a lot. That they've been a big influence on me. Slimy Member, a really great death rock band from Texas, who unfortunately their guitar player has passed away, so I don't think they're active anymore. Other than that, some of the other stuff, I've been listening to The Cure a lot lately,
Ooh, nice.
which doesn't
Okay, yeah.
surprise anybody in this band. And there's also an indie pop singer that I've been really getting into called Lizzie. I think it's pronounced Lizzie Farrell or Farrell, I forget. She's from England and
Yeah.
she has a new album coming out that I'm extremely excited for. So I've been listening to her stuff a lot lately as well.
I actually interviewed her. I know her very well. So
Really?
Shouts to Lizzie.
There you go.
Anyway.
What have I been listening to? All right, well, like I said, I've been listening to a lot of Midnight. Been listening to a lot of Smiths. Actually, the past 2 days, always the Smiths. I never stop. Ever. And then the past 2 days, I've been listening to The Mollusk by Ween. It's a good album.
Wait, you've been listening to Ween too?
Yeah.
I have Voodoo Lady. I was.
Yeah. Well, it's like the Ocean Man is in the credits of the SpongeBob movie. I was like, I've never heard the rest of the album. I want to hear it. And I listened to it, and I was like, oh, this is really good. It's like none of it sounds like Ocean Man, but it's like it sounds really good. I'm pretty sure there's one track where he breaks out the Korg MS-20. I'm like, I got that synth. I know, I
can
dig
do
that.
this.
I dig this. I can get behind this. He's singing like a pirate in one song. I'm like, wish I could put out a pirate album. Like, damn. So yeah, Ween the past 2 days. The Smiths religiously. Midnight because the new album's cool. And I guess I'll leave it at that. Yeah, but. Yeah, I'm sure I'll listen to some other stuff eventually. When I stop listening to The Mollusk.
All right, guys. Next question. A fun one. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
That's a really hard one.
Never said it would be easy.
It's funny you mention that because it's funny you mention that because we're currently in talks with a band that we're friends with about doing a cover split in the future.
Ooh, nice.
So we actually have been kicking around a lot of ideas
Well, now it's on
for
the internet, so.
like what songs we'd want to cover.
But do we want to give serious answers, or do you just want to say what would we love to cover? Like if we could just cover anything.
I don't know. What would you love to
That's
cover,
the answer.
Jacob?
The
Like
answer's yes to both.
like Spike asked us to cover. We have a friend, and he asked us to cover. Do the Sponge from the SpongeBob episode from the prom. So it's like, yeah, that'd be hilarious to cover. Like, yeah, he
Africa
also
by
asked us
Toto.
to cover Africa by Toto, which would also be hysterical. It's like, do I want to cover these things? I think it'd be hilarious. But I guess if like I had to pick like a serious cover, I don't know. Like I guess I'm pretty good at playing Spiritual Cramp by Christian Death. So it's like I already got half the battle beat there. I know how to play it. So yeah, I guess maybe a Discharge song would be cool, or a Mayhem song.
We were talking about doing Death Crush by Mayhem.
Yeah. A lot of stuff off the Death Crush album from Mayhem would be really cool to cover.
I still say Hanging Garden by The Cure.
Yes.
Hanging Garden by The Cure.
I'd say
Jacob.
probably as I'm sure I've already said way too many times, I'm a huge Rudimentary Peni fan. I really want to cover Nothing But a Nightmare by them.
Ooh, okay.
'Cause that's one of my favorite songs by them.
Which I can also play, but I don't know the lyrics.
Learn the lyrics. And what about you?
Well, as a joke, I'd probably, for like we were talking about Spike's birthday, I really want to cover fucking Supersonic Racing from Sonic R.
I know the chorus.
Oh
I knew
my
it was
God.
coming. I knew it was coming.
Oh no,
That's good.
So the Sonic X theme, like.
It wasn't from the Sonic Adventure games, the freaking.
Oh,
what
City
is-
Escape.
City Escape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure
Oh,
2.
man, but like an actual song on a cover is like really hard.
A real
Um,
song.
That's
real
not a real song?
Yeah.
Come on, Crush 40.
Crush 40.
Come
are
on, Crush
God's
40.
song, man.
Now you're not going to tour with Crush 40. How does that make you feel?
Oh man, a real song. Maybe something about The Cure. What was it? I remember I was trying to cover. What was it, Blood Flowers?
That's a good song.
That was- yeah.
That's a good-
That was really
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Because that song's a little more like complex than some of their other stuff. So I remember I was actually just, like trying to cover it like a couple years ago. I just never finished covering it.
It's a
It's a
long
long.
song.
That's why I never finished it because it's very long.
We're gonna be on stage forever.
Awesome, guys. Well, if you have any other suggestions for them, you should leave them in the comments, and maybe they'll wind up doing those. Next question, guys. Another fun one. Gotta ask, favorite food to eat. What is it going to?
Actually,
So Nick's the odd one out, cause I'm vegan. Joe, are you vegan at this point, or can I still make fun of you?
vegan, I'm like almost like every single day like
Semi-vegan.
Yes. All right. And
That's
then
the most point.
Matt's vegetarian, so I can still rip on him
Yeah.
because he drinks breast milk from cows. But and then Nick is just like full carnist, so we rip on him.
He rips on me more because he considers Nick a lost cause at this point.
Yeah.
See,
So
Okay, so
I
talk
took-
about your chicken nuggets. And...
oh, I love the Dino Nuggets and mac and cheese. Well, no, it's funny 'cause most of my life, like I didn't eat like burgers and steak and stuff up until probably like 8 years ago. So I went most of my life not eating red meat and everything. Then all of a sudden I start eating it. Then I meet them. They were just kind of vegetarian when I met them. You know, stuffed crust pizza. We had a lot of cute dates. But Dad's like, "What's started trying to get me to turn?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, I went most of my life without it. Now I'm eating it.
I can't do it.
Now I'm doing it.
um,
But pizza.
Pete, I guess for a serious answer, I don't know. I guess like since I went vegan, I don't buy as much like pizza regularly. But Matt and I go to Tattooed Moms in Philly a lot, and I
Oh,
get
so
their
good.
vegan chub steak sandwich like religiously. Like I've probably eaten enough of that to like just I've probably like if you were to pull up every receipt I've spent at Tattooed Moms and added up the like money I've spent on vegan chub steak sandwiches, it'd be disgusting. But they're amazing, and I will continue buying them for as long as Tattooed Mom stands.
I'm not sure because obviously I've only been vegetarian for about a year. I switched them pretty recently. But I'd say probably one of my favorite things is Tattooed Moms, of course. There's another place that I tend to frequent anytime I'm up around Long Branch or Asbury. I usually go to the Inkwell.
Okay.
We're friends actually with one of the waitresses there. And usually they just got like a new vegan menu in, so I've been like eating some of the stuff off of that. But I'd say honestly one of the better like full vegan meals I've had recently was when Jacob made me and Joe a vegan pizza, which was
Yeah.
rather excellent. And he didn't blow up his kitchen that time.
Yeah, so yes, I do like to eat out, but I do also know how to cook. So like my favorite thing that I learned, I recently like mastered General Tso's tofu, and I've also got like scallion soup down pretty well. So if you want like scallion noodle soup, I got you, Joe.
Oh no! You just reminded me because I just remembered soups because I do a lot of cooking.
There you go.
Like I don't really like I pretty much cook all my food at this point. Or like for my parents, I'll cook for them as well, or anybody else. I'll bring food to these
Bam
guys
breakfast.
sometimes. Cookies.
He baked his
Baked
he
stuff.
baked his brownies. It was awesome.
Yeah, oh, those, yeah, I forgot about
You
them.
left them at Carmen's.
I
kinda
forgot,
kept
yeah.
eating 'em.
It's all good.
I went vegan
I
for
did-
those brownies. I didn't give a shit. They were so good.
But I actually, it's probably like a tie between, I make this like really, really good black bean chili.
Ooh.
Yeah, vegan, of course. And I've even made a vegan sour cream at this point. So I'll have to show you guys. Yeah, it's like a cashew based and everything. I think you can make it better though. I'm always like, I can always make something better. Like, even though these guys are like, Joe, it's really good. I'm like, no, I can do better.
I gotta do
I can
it.
do better, man.
Gordon Ramsay over
Ramsay
here.
over here, yeah.
It's between that or probably make this really really good butternut squash soup.
Oh, okay.
Those are really good. Yeah. I mean, before I went vegan, I was really into like meatball subs and stuff like that, and like pizza and stuff. But you can still get like a vegan version. I've made them before, but at this point, like my taste buds have kind of changed. I still love it, but
It's different.
those like the chili and stuff. Also, if I go out, Thai food and Indian food is
Yeah,
like
Thai
it-
food.
Thai and Indian. Actually, oh god, I love Indian food. I love Indian food, dude. It's so good.
It gets so hot. I know. I love it.
So you can tell I really like to eat. So, and I also like to bake too. So like baking like cookies and stuff, brownies and stuff. Haven't made any cakes, but I'm more.
Just tell us your whole diet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
There's gonna be like a rolling credits list of all of the things he's made in his entire life.
Scarecrow's cookbook.
Yeah.
No, I like to cook. It's really relaxing.
You think?
Sorry.
If you don't just butt in and ask your next question, we're gonna get.
I actually have to
repertoire.
check
yeah, let's
the
stop before I
the
go on.
camera real quick, so I'm gonna make sure that the video is we're doing okay here. All right, let's
Oh
see.
no, we haven't been recording this whole time.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Ran out of the SD card because Joe decided to give a full menu of what you can have.
Well, I made chili dogs after seeing the Sonic movie last time.
I don't think there were any chili dogs in the summer.
They did.
There were chili
said
dogs.
in the bar. He was like, I don't. No.
What's a chili dog?
I can't remember what scene it was. He was like, "What did you eat?" He's like, "I think it was called a chili dog."
Oh my god. Don't
love when
spoil it for me.
When you-
Spoiler alert.
Just
Sonic
spoil
eats
it.
Chili dog in a movie.
when you saw the photo of Sonic.
Oh man. Oh shit. Now I know. It's all good.
Highly recommend it.
I know. I do really want to see it. So.
I still love walking in there, and I looked around. I was like, "There's a lot of kids here." Like, I'm like this loser, this almost 30-year-old loser, just like walking in. I'm like, I'm here to see Sonic. Wait, what?
We went and saw it with our friends in the loo. We went and Corey pulled out a weed pen in the middle of the movie.
When
Oh my
it was
God.
me, Adrian, Matt, and I think Pat. It was me and Hell Maybe when we saw Disaster Artist. I just see Adrian. I think it was Adrian or Pat. Just... I'm like, dude, I at least went a stall. You just all spoke about a stall.
Just giving all these little kids secondhand hide shit.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Next question, guys. Since we went on a long cookbook tangent, you can buy their cookbook in the description. You can buy their cookbook in the description if you'd like. You know, whatever. It'll be yeah, and VHS tapes. But the next question, guys, if you could pick somebody to collaborate with, whether it be a guest vocalist or a guest feature on your next record, or a producer,
We all know
who would it be?
is.
Are you going to collectively agree on this answer?
Yeah.
Starts with an F.
No! I was thinking L.
So then it's not the same then.
The
You know our best friends, the Looms?
Oh, I thought when you said the L, I thought you were saying the other guy, the other L guys.
Oh, no.
The serious answer.
Yeah, the series.
The serious answer is our friends in the Looms. We will forever collaborate with them. Our goal, as Jimmy, the vocalist / banjo player, has adamantly stated multiple times, the goal is if we ever get Wikipedia pages that we will be listed in the associated acts with each other, because we want to be the world's first folk punk and goth band to be like in the associated acts with each other. We don't see those genres cross over much, so that's the goal. That's the hardcore goal, to collaborate. And then I guess
Matt.
It's Sam for me.
The same for me. I highly second the Looms collaboration, just because they've been such great friends of ours. They've given me a lot of opportunities, allowing me to basically serve as their recording engineer for both their last album and their new album, which I'm currently working on. And we played a bunch of shows with them. They're always great to hang out with. They're really good friends of ours, and we just really look forward to collaborating more with them. And I highly suggest, if anyone here watching, please check out the Looms. They're really great guys, and they make really great music.
just suck their dick for a whole 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I like those guys, okay? They're fun.
While Joe reads his cookbook.
We could just point to the poster and just be like, yeah, every band that we played with on that bill.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hateful Scarecrows, screw 'em. Time out, Timmy. We'll come to New Hampshire. Damn long hairs. We could collab with Damn Long. A little ska punk with goth punk, folk punk, just punk. Yeah,
And
just a mixed genre bill of that.
Yeah,
Just
and then I guess we always try to play with your girlfriend too.
yeah, discreet
yes.
charm of the bourgeoisie.
Yeah, pronounce that word right.
Yeah, Gary Busey, chicken parmsy. I don't know, there's like 800
I would
ways.
for sure mess that up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I didn't know how to say it until like now it's funny because like even they just say whatever.
They usually just abbreviate it to discreet charm.
Yeah, it's
but they
I
are
just-
amazing.
Also, I guess like
You can take
I guess like Fan Gang and Worst Ones.
Yes,
we also
Fan Gang and
dig.
Worst Ones.
Yeah.
Yes, Fan Gang and Worst Ones, great bands. Please look them up. What about you, Joe?
What about you?
I was
Jeff?
just gonna
Yeah.
say the same thing you guys have said. I mean, I have personal people I want to like on like personal projects I want to collab with as well. But
Who are they?
Yeah, tell
Wait,
them.
what?
Tell the
All the
people.
time?
Majesty.
Tell the people. Jab Majesty.
Oh, drive me- Crystal.
Oh,
Oh,
collab with Pepsi.
wait, who's Pepsi again?
Who's Pepsi?
Pepsi sponsorship.
Oh,
from-
of course, yeah.
Pepsi.
Crystal Tears. That's right. That's right. Forgot
Crystal
about that.
Pepsi.
Joe had a failed side project called Crystal Tears, and all the songs were supposed to be vaporwave tracks
I
about
found
Crystal
out-
Pepsi.
Somebody made a track called Crystal Tears, and I was like, shit. So I had to make something real quick before like it gets taken.
There you go. Awesome, guys. Next question. If you guys could pick another musical instrument to master, what would it be?
I probably want to actually either probably like wind instruments, something like a saxophone or drums or something, because those are like I've like done string and I've done keys and stuff like that, piano and stuff, but I had an drum kit, but I never like fully it was a crappy little one, but I never never really fully like got into it. Like I was starting to pick up the basics, but I just kind of stopped. And I had bought this Akai Iwi, which I did sell eventually, but it was like an electronic wind instrument, but I just never really sat down and
And played it, yeah.
and stuff.
We'll get him to play sax solo on our record one day.
They were pretty awesome,
There
actually.
we go.
Spend I was trying to think because you have to spend like thousands of dollars on guitars you can spend like 500 and like okay you've got a good guitar, but like to have like a good saxophone
Yeah.
you guys put down you got
But no, I'll take your hand, yeah.
you got to put down a ton of money.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go next. I bought a guitar recently. I still don't know. I learned how to play a power chord in drop D. So I guess you could say I'm like a good step. Yeah, step of the way to being a pro here.
If you can play 035, then you've
Yeah,
gone to
035.
Cool
That's it. Starting a dad rock project. Screw you guys.
Learn how to play that song.
But yeah, I guess like I've played synthesizers before, but I kind of suck at them. But I guess if I could pick, it'd be cool to be better at a synthesizer. So I'll say that.
Polyphonic or monophonic?
Ooh, I got one of each.
If I had to pick one, I would say drums, but I have a drum machine, so I'm able to program whenever I want, anytime I write. Sorry, Nick.
That's all good.
But honestly, I would love to learn how to play. Same with Jacob, like synthesizer or keyboards, just because I've always had a really big love for electronic music, and I've always kind of wanted to do like electronic or industrial sort of stuff on the side. But I can't play keyboard to save my life. So maybe one day when I have disposable income, I'll buy like a little like synthesizer or something just to dick around with, and just make a bunch of crappy demos I could put up on Bandcamp that no one will buy. What about you, Nick?
For me, it would either be trumpet or cello.
Ooh, cello would be pretty dope.
Cello, it's my friend. She's nasty at cello, and it's just like I always love that instrument. But trumpet, I actually bought one from the flea market and was getting it down, and now I haven't touched it since, and I'm sure it's all crusted and needs a cleaning. So if someone wants to clean my trumpet, please hit me up.
That is not a euphemism for something else.
It's totally not.
When I
Yeah.
had trumpet in elementary school, that thing was a complete like bitch to like clean.
It seemed pretty easy, but no, it was just I saw it. And the last place to buy a trumpet would be a flea market.
Yeah.
I trusted them. I've bought stuff from that shop before. I know they clean things, and
Cold sores all over your
it's nothing new.
All right, well, before this takes a very interesting turn, I'm going to swing it into the next question, which I already know you guys are going to love this question. If you could be a video game character, who'd you be?
Oh.
All the same person.
Joe and I went over this. Halloween night. Instead of doing anything fun, we sat in my apartment and we played Kirby. And all night, all I wanted to do was play as Sir Kibble.
That's right, Sir Kibble.
So Sir Kibble, that's it. I just want to throw my little boomerang around and follow Kirby. So that's it, Sir Kibble. That's it. Over.
I'm actually curious. When you guys were kids, did you ever play any of the Sly Cooper games?
Yes.
No.
Yes. I hate you. But no, I absolutely loved those games when I was a kid, and I would love to be Sly Cooper because, and everyone says I always seem like a raccoon anyway, just because anytime we're on stage, I wear the dark eyeliner, and I'm basically a piece of trash anyway. So there we go. I just gotta start stealing stuff, and I'm already there.
For me, that I've always been a big Mega Man fan. So I'd say Mega Man, but my lifestyle, I'm more so like Booger Man. So Booger Man's cool too. If I could project myself in the air with my farts one day, that'd be pretty sick. So to each its own.
It's kind of a hard one actually because I love so many video games. But I guess the one that when I was really young, I got was it Earthbound for my 5th birthday. So I'd probably I guess NES because I can just do all these psychic powers and stuff like that. And yeah, it's probably my childhood game, I'd say.
I'd say maybe Handsome Jack for me too, because I want to learn how to be handsome and a complete asshole. I know.
Oh. Oof. Next question, guys. If you could compile a dream tour, who'd be on the lineup? Obviously, your band's on it. Just wanted to.
We'll start from there.
Hateful Scarecrows. No.
I feel like each one of you should pick one band, and then your band's on it. So.
All right, that's fair. I actually want to just go to bed. They're the ones who want to tour, and they're like, oh, we got a show. I'm like, fuck, I gotta move my bass cap. It sucks, but
Is
like,
it any bands?
yeah,
Or-
any band.
All right, low. All right.
Dream tour.
Dream.
But I guess if I had to play a show with someone, I don't know, it'd be pretty cool. Like Community FK would be part one. The Smiths before Morrissey was racist. There we go. The Smiths before Morrissey was racist. That is my final answer.
Fuck. Honestly, I guess they don't really do shows. They don't do shows.
Dream.
Honestly, though, no.
It's not his dream. It's not his dream.
I like my dreams to be grounded. Honestly, I would absolutely love to go on tour with Devil Master.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
I don't know. Grounded dreams. I always shoot for the stars. I'm gonna say The Cure.
Not Bungle?
I mean, Bungle would be cool, but for our music, I would say Cure. Now, if it was Terror Tunes, I'd say Bungle.
You said The Cure. Oh yeah. Let me think.
There you go.
It should be pretty cool to open up for. Would probably be I guess Discharge or something. That would be pretty cool.
With Cal. When Cal was in the
yeah.
band. Wait. Discharge? When they were supporting, what is it? Massacre Divine. Because.
Oh my god.
Yes. Discharge.
Sex explosion.
Discharge when they're supporting Massacre Divine, so we can help sing Sex Explosion.
Holy shit, yeah. Oh no, we could do the one where Cal's back and everything, but no, fuck that. We need to do the Sex Explosion. God.
for the meme status.
Is that really your answer?
That's not my dream though. I was saying it was Discharge,
Okay. Just answer the question.
Okay, I mean, in a way, yeah, it's a dream. If we could where they're doing Sex Explosion and also Grave New World, just to be holy shit, this is a moment.
This is a moment.
This is a moment. But it would be pretty cool to reality wise, it'd be cool to open up for them playing the stuff that's kind of similar to our kind of stuff. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, so Discharge.
There you go. Awesome, guys. Next question. In your opinion, who puts on a great live performance?
I will say that when I went to go see Drab, every time I seen them, I was like, "Oh, this is fucking awesome." What?
I don't know. I thought you were talking. You just stopped. That's it.
I can't wait to edit that. And there's just deafening silence. I'm gonna crank the gain up all the way.
I'm dying. One band that, well, two bands that whenever they come around, it's just I always go. It's Gogo Bordello and Primus. They
Ooh. Okay.
anytime I've seen
that
seen
Primus
them,
tour.
I love Primus.
This also,
What, the Rush one?
Yeah.
I was gonna say when I saw Skinny Puppy too. That was
Oh.
yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Those are like two bands that whenever they come around, it's like they
You have
usually
to.
always hit Asbury. I'm always there, or I'll go to Philly, sometimes New York, and that's probably my pick.
I would also support Joe in the Skinny Puppy comment. It's like one of the best shows I've ever seen was seeing Skinny Puppy. But I'm gonna be that guy again and try and like shout out more local bands. If you ever get the chance to see Bandit, do it. It is hands down the most insane, craziest, violent show I have ever seen. Like when I saw the first time I saw Bandit was when they opened for Pig Destroyer, and
Oh,
their
wow.
lead singer did his entire set in the pit. Threw up all over the floor. There was a guy who he knocked over their merch stand, and a guy picked it up and started swinging it over his head and shit.
Wild.
There was that other time we saw them at the Tusk, and we thought the floor was going to cave in, and we both got the lead singer's blood on our jackets. So, yeah, if you ever get the chance to see Bandit, and I believe they're going to be going on tour pretty soon with Negative Approach and ACXDC, so if you ever get the chance to see Bandit, seriously do it. You will not regret it.
I really like Ghoul. Ghoul is awesome. I've seen them twice. I saw them opening for Guar, who was also awesome. I love Guar. And then I saw them also open for Guar at Guarbecue in Virginia. I drove all the way down there and got to see them again there. So yeah, I would say Ghoul, really awesome. I want to see them again. So if anyone knows any of the members of Ghoul, tell them to please come on tour. Come back. I want to see them a third time.
You know who was actually also pretty cool live? Hyde, the industrial band in
Hyde was really good.
in
I saw
NYC.
Hyde. Yeah.
They're actually really good.
I
Yeah,
saw
live.
Hyde, and I saw they were playing with Anatomy and Mannequin Eater, who were both also very awesome.
Yeah. There we go. Next question, guys. Another fun one. Favorite TV show, favorite movie.
I can do it real fast. Deadly Spawn is a favorite movie, along with Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Blood Diner. It's like a tie among all three. Favorite TV shows, Tales from the Crypt.
Nick.
Oh, wait. NG1 Transformers.
Oh, you're right.
Favorite movies: Killer Clowns, The Stuff, Hack-A-Lantern, Haunted Ween. I could go on forever. Movie. TV show currently watching Dexter because I'm
Ooh.
always late to the parties. But like
good,
series I
but it's
actually
good, though.
watched, like when I binged the hell out of Breaking Bad, that show is friggin' flawless. So
Yeah.
I gotta say Breaking Bad's up there.
I'm a bit of a basic bitch when it comes to movies and
okay.
TV. I'm not like the true cult assholes
Yeah.
like these guys, but I'd say my favorite movies. I'm a really big Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
I grew up with it as a kid, and
Same.
I fucking love it. And TV show wise, I'd say my favorite TV show was probably The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix.
Ooh,
I
okay.
really, really love that show, and I cannot wait for the second season.
Yeah, I'm not up to these level, these guys. I'm just saying. Yeah,
I don't think anybody is, if we're going to be honest.
I'm trying to think of like a freaking movie. Like this is like a bad question for me because like I'm like, oh,
The Notebook.
The Notebook. I don't know if I actually ever saw that.
Neither did I. It's okay.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, The
hi,
Room.
Mark.
The Room is a
Room.
great movie.
Yeah.
Oh man, they should make a TV series out of that.
They had the Tommy Wise show, and
Yeah.
it was phenomenal.
Also the Sonic movie was pretty good. So, TV show though, I'm trying to think of like the last TV show that I watched.
Bro, how many
Oh,
manga
wait.
series, anime
It's
series
always
do you
sunny.
have in your
It's
basement?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That yeah.
Always Sunny.
I love that TV show. Yeah, that's a good one. Also the we call it The Mandalorian was pretty good too. That was definitely that's Stranger Things too. Yeah, you're right, dude. That's there's some pretty good. It's definitely like the golden age of like television shows, I guess. At
Yeah.
this point. Yeah,
Definitely.
I guess right there. Three solid ones. And the Sonic the Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog. You can't beat that.
you're
Yeah.
right. Next question, guys. If you were trapped on a desert island for the next month and there was one record you could bring with you, what would it be? It's a month. I feel like that's
Definitely it had to be a Smiths album.
Honestly, like if I'm gonna be alone on an island and just like be all depressed and stuff, the Smiths would probably be the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess but which Smith's album?
That's a
though?
hard one.
It's gonna be a toss up between The Queen Is Dead and the self-titled.
Yeah, no, definitely.
For me, if it's on a desert, just imagine the heat and going crazy out. Just keep looping Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Ooh.
Just
Okay.
just if I'm gonna be in the desert, I might as well just go
Go
crazy.
nuts.
Go to that dark place.
Oh my god.
For me, it had to be a tie between Disintegration by The Cure.
Ooh.
Just because that album's just perfect.
That's. I gotta say, it's between the album by the Smiths, either an album by the Smiths or Disintegration by The Cure, because that album is
Yeah.
like
It's just perfect.
perfection. Yeah.
Or my other one it'd be tied with would probably be All We Love We Leave Behind by Converge.
Ooh,
Just because
yeah.
I'm a huge Converge fan, and that album to me is just like it has like just like a little bit of everything I love about that band and about music in general. So yeah, between The Cure and Converge, I'd say.
There we go. And then the last thing, guys, the most important thing, tell them about your band. They can find you on social media and anything coming up in the next couple months.
Yeah. We're on Bandcamp. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and oh yeah, we are on Spotify. I forget that we're on that because Matt does that stuff.
Yes, we
Are
are.
we?
We are.
Are we on YouTube? Where are we?
Yeah, we're on.
We're in Matt's bedroom.
We're on pretty much every single.
If you want to book us for a show, because we don't have any shows booked, you just shoot us a message on literally any form of contact you can find. If you see me in the street, just be, yeah, please let us play. No, I don't care.
We're hungry.
In the downtime that we have right now, we're literally just writing a new album because we got nothing else to do. Yeah, buying new gear. The longer you let us sit here, the more albums we're gonna write and the more gear we're gonna buy, and you guys, it's just we're gonna oversaturate the market with our music. So stop that. Don't let that happen. You can help fight that.
And just want to say, tomorrow we're actually playing a show. It's a 18th birthday party.
Oh God.
A month ago, we played a going away party. So if anyone's got a wedding,
play
a
birthdays.
funeral, a divorce
Yes.
party, bachelorette party,
A cult
bachelor
ritual.
party, cult ritual,
Bar
you know,
mitzvahs.
we will play anything. We will provide the PA. We will play anywhere.
We have a PA system.
Yes.
We will play any. If we want to play in your stores. We want to play in your
Yes.
grandma's basements.
We will play anywhere.
Play your kitchen.
If you could get live music in the most ridiculous spot, hit us up, and we will make it.
If you have a
happen.
generator, we'll play your backyard.
Also sell us your VHS tapes.
Yeah, we collect VHS tapes. Sell them to us.
Please kill me.
Imagine how I feel. Anyway,
True.
just kidding. You should go check out Hateful Scarecrows. Shoutouts to Bobby. He was the one that. No, okay. He was the one who helped set this up, so I gotta give him some props and love for that. But
Thanks, Bobby.
go check the links in the description. You can find out about their band, their music, their social media. Go invite them to play your bar mitzvah. And anything else coming up.
Pete Hanukkah.
Pete Hanukkah.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
my
we have a
God.
friend named Pete.
Pete Pearlstein. Yeah, he I was at his Hanukkah party.
Here goes Joe again.
Oh no.
You set him
Joe,
up.
no, Joe, we're gonna cut Joe off.
Wait,
The
No.
best vegan lockers.
I made really good vegan cookies. So that's all.
Okay.
Okay, there
We're
you go.
gonna play Joe's friend's Pete's bar mitzvah or something like that, and then we'll cut him off there. Keep
Okay.
talking, Brandon.
Anyway, go check their stuff out. Links are in the description. If you enjoyed this interview, share it, like it, subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. And thanks, of course, to Hateful Scarecrows for coming on and
Thank
doing
you
the
for
chat
having
and
us.
chat.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you very much.